Peace, family. This is Coach Kai here. Of course, you know you're rocking with the best. Welcome to the planning phase. So this video is about the planning phase. The planning phase, the best way to look at this is like a farmer. You must take time to plan. We've already established that the peace phase is 28 days, the entire cycle. But the planning phase is 3 to 4 days of what plan do I need to come up with. So I always like to draw, this circle is the month. And there are 8 phases in this month. And the planning phase is here where we start. This would be phase 1, right? And we know that the entire month we must stay at peace. Now, a lot of times people often ask, what am I planning, Coach? Well, I need to plan as a farmer, what are the crops? So my crops are one internal goal and one external goal or desire. We do not use the word want. We do not use any low energy words. We don't use words like debt. We don't use words pay off. We don't use words save. And we're very specific. But even before we get into the wording, one thing that I really want you to know is, where am I going to end up? And where we're going to end up is, what do I plan that's going to end up right here? This is the jackpot. So I'm in 25 days, and as my result of partying or celebrating here, where do I want to be here in 24 to 26 days? Where do I want to end up? So it's going to take some forward thinking about, what crop do I want to produce? And I always say, what seeds am I going to buy here? Am I going to buy watermelon seeds and okra seeds, or am I going to buy one chicken and one goat? What is it that I'm going to buy? It's at your level of what you're going to have on your farm. This is your property, right? And the essential piece is, don't try to put in 4 or 5 things. It's only going to be happening in 28 days. So it's unrealistic for you to say, I want to make $1 million here in 28 days. That's a year program, not 28 days. But in 28 days, you can say, what is it that I need to focus on in this particular chapter of my book, of my crops, in order for me to put the proper seeds down. So it's really starting from here to here, because this is the planning phase, and it lasts 3.5 to 4 days, and then we'll be moving into the planting phase. This will be phase 2. But right now, we're right in here. What am I going to do for these 3.5 to 4 days of seed selection? I like that. In my seed selection, what 2 seeds am I going to choose that I need to manifest? Well, the key with this is, what is the next natural step that's been blocked? It's been blocked, and you want to get it unblocked. You've been trying to accomplish this, but you just need to take one step that's a little outside of your comfort zone, that's going to appear in 28 days. So sometimes you may need to test your confidence. So your internal seed may be, I want to work on my confidence. And your external seed may be, I need to manifest a new car. Because you can manifest a car in 28 days. You can manifest confidence in 28 days. You can manifest certainty in 28 days. Maybe you don't know how to meditate. You can manifest, I'm going to your meditation practice in 28 days, or my external desire, I need a place to stay, or I'd like to get this job or a promotion at work. These things can happen in 28 days. Maybe I want to go on a nice date. Maybe I want to book my ticket to Acapulco. Maybe I want to get a laptop for my child. Maybe I want to make sure my tuition is taken care of for next semester. But you only can pick two. Two only, because we're balancing these hemispheres. One of them is more logical and one of them is more creative. If you like to pick two internals, that's okay. If you like to pick two externals, that's okay as well, but you only can pick two. What do you do after you pick your two goals? You write them down. But first, I just want you just to stop what you're doing, think for a second, and decide write down everything that may be coming to you right now and say, what's next? What's next? What do I need to do next right now? What is the next thing I need to do right now? So go ahead and write down your long list and write them down, my internals, my externals, and then you're going to pick one from each side. What are you going to do with the rest? This program is a 12-month program. You've got all year to put these into place. And sometimes you're going to get this and something far greater. That's another key word in this program. You will often come up with something far greater. Oh, I love it when far greater happens. Woo! When far greater happens, we're all happy. So sit down, think, what is the internal and the external things I desire? Which one do I need next? I need it right now. And what is the next natural step that's been blocked? And I'm thinking about the seed selection, and I have 3.5 to 4 days before I plant it. This is just us as executives. We are the architect and we're drawing out the blueprint. That's it. And think long range, where am I going to be in 24 to 26 days from now? So you're watching this video, where do I want to be in 24 to 26 days? This is a pretty simple process. You may not have done it before, but this is the proper way in order to come through with a proper plan, okay? And you've only got 3.5 to 4 days. My next video is going to be out. I want to be totally on how to write the two goals. This was the philosophy of the planning phase. The next video will be totally on writing the two goals out in the proper 2-sentence format, all right? So this is the planning phase video. Maybe you want to go back and watch this again, take some more notes, make a diagram, drop a picture of your own diagram here in our group and let me see what you're working with. But then I'm going to come back and I want you to watch the next video, which is writing our two goals, all right? Thanks a lot. This is Coach Khayr, Self Mastery. This is the planning phase. Peace.